Hey everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel God Would Do It For You. My name is Steven. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. And what we're going to be talking about today is when life seems like it's falling apart. And man, oh man, this has been a week for me. And everything's happened so rapidly that I immediately just had to get on my knees, let the emotions flow, and just pray to God. This past week, in its own, several things have happened. I have a person in my life that's getting on my nerves, and it's really getting to the point where I have to do something about it. My computer broke, so I lost everything. All my music is all gone. So 7 years, 8 years worth of work, gone, just like that. Then, this morning, the particular platform that I use to make money cut me off. So, all in 3 days. Actually, computer broke last night. The person's been getting on my nerves since I've known him. And now, no more provision. So, immediately, I had to go through the emotions this morning. Computer broke, I started crying. I was like, hey, there's nothing I can do. The money being short, hey, God is in control of provision. People being in your life that you don't want in your life, and sometimes are a catalyst to your stress or things of that nature, you have to do something about it. You can't just sit there and tolerate mess. And so for me, what I realized is the Bible has a similar situation. When we think about the story of Job, where Job lost his kids, lost his livestock, lost his wives, he lost everything in the course of a short amount of time. And what did he do? I'm going to read it for you. We're going to go to Job chapter 1, and we're going to go to verse 20. It says, "Then Job arose and tore his robe and shaved his head and fell on the ground and worshipped. And he said, Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I shall return. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." And that's exactly what I did. I said, God, you gave me this ability to be financially independent and work this particular project I've been doing for the past year and a half now. You gave it, and you took it. Also, the computer and all the files. There has to be a reason why you removed all the music out of the way, because it was very time consuming, and it made it very hard for me to try to find time to finish the food business. So now you got the time. And I know you're like, well, the computer's broken. Yeah, the hard drive only costs about $40. And so I'm going to get that replaced. I can do that myself. It's pretty easy to do. Also, figuring out how I can move so that way I can get away from this person and they don't, me and my son can move on. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make that work now that no more income is coming in. And so when we have this trifecta of what the heck is going on, God, one thing I've realized is when God takes things away, he's getting ready to add something, or he's getting ready to transition you into something. So sometimes he has to remove things or put things in perspective so that you would be forced to move forward. And one thing I'm not going to do is fall under the pressure of stress. Wait for this truck to go by. I'm not going to fall under the pressure of stress. I'm not going to get discouraged and say, well, now what? I'm not going to go, or we're going to start drinking and the coke. No, we don't have time for that, because now my son is dependent on me and I haven't done anything wrong. And so again, just like in similar situations that I've had in the YouTube videos and things of that nature that I've posted prior to this, and how I said I wasn't doing anything wrong. All I am is trying to take care of my son. I was trying to do something nice for somebody in the past, and God turned it all around. This is a test. This is a test. Not only is it a test, I believe that this is to push the food business to the forefront and to highlight that I need to make a change to what I'm doing with the music, because It's too time consuming. I would have to have no kid, no responsibilities. Then you can sit there on a computer for 6, 7, 8 hours and do what you got to do. But if you don't have that time, you might want to rethink your strategy on how you want to do things. One thing I had to realize is not very much can break me anymore. After God came into my life, and even as I was praying this morning, not too long ago, just praying, I could feel my heart coming at ease. And the Holy Spirit said, Stephen, it's okay. This is a part of the process. And so I had to relax and say, I don't know what's getting ready to happen. I don't know how we're going to make money. The crazy thing is someone hit me up to cater their event of a family member or something like that, their children's graduation, and they actually just paid me this morning. So I got that. I just pulled out the rest that I could and put it in my bank account. I basically looked at credit cards. I'm like, okay, I don't have much debt because I took care of it all with the money that I received the other week from my dad passing away. And so at this point is where I say, God, help me. I asked God for help. I prayed fervently. I was like, God, I need you. I need your help. I don't know what's getting ready to happen. I don't know what's going on, but I can't be homeless. I would lose custody of my son. If I move back to Georgia where my family is, the food business is gone. That's it. It's done because I got the setup here. So I don't have to start everything back. You see what I'm saying? So it would be a big cluster mess if I tried to backpedal and be like, well, I got to go back home. One thing I've learned is that if you're going to be all in on something, then you need to be all in and push forward no matter what. Push forward. Stay positive. Pray, 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 pray. You know it's free to pray. You don't have to pay anything to pray to God. You get to communicate with him as you please through prayer. And for me, my prayer is, God, thank you for all that you do. I don't understand what's going on right now. I don't know why I've lost things that are very important to me. I don't know why the provision just dried up all of a sudden. I don't know what is going on. But one thing I know is that I can trust you. And my trust is in the right place. And so that gives me a sense of ease and confidence that everything will be okay. So God, I give you all the glory and all the praise and all the thanks ahead for what you're going to do in my life. And I know that I can't see it now, but I truly feel in my heart that something great is coming around the corner. And all you did was make room for it. You made room for it. So Lord, I trust you. I believe in you. And I just hope that everything's going to be all right. I have faith in you, God. So this is my prayer in Jesus' name. Amen. And I'm just going to leave it at that because at this point, there's nothing else that I can do to force things to be a certain way. Even if you wanted to pay and go to a job or things like that, everybody knows it takes time to start a job. And everybody knows that it takes time to even get paid from a job. So again, all these different avenues or thoughts and things like that where I'm like, hey, what are my options? Hey, what can I do? We have to make sure that everything that we can do is being done, so that way when God does what he is going to do, everything is going to fall in place just as it should. So that's what I'm going to do. I got paid for the catering gig, so I'm getting ready to go to the grocery store and get the things, put them in the freezer, and go ahead and get inventory on what I need and have that out the way. Then I'm going to look at what priorities need to be taken care of. All right. I still need to grocery shop. I still need to, thankfully all bills are paid. I made sure I took care of all that earlier this month. So very few bills still need to be paid. And one thing I've learned is utilize time frames. Utilize time frames. Do not rush to do anything. Take your time. Be strategic. Be smart about the decisions that you make, because every decision that you make is going to be catalyst to what's to come. Good or bad. If you make stupid decisions, might experience stupid things. You make great decisions, God gets to do what he does best, which is show up and show out. I wish I could say that I'm sad. Anxiety a little bit, but worry, depressed. I didn't want to do that money gig thing anyway. It's getting hot out here. Took my car to the shop last week. AC stopped working. And so I'm like, it's hot. I was like, I don't want to do this forever. All God is doing is, hey, you don't want to do it forever. You want to push things forward. I see that you keep prioritizing music over the food business, even though the food business is going to be more than likely what's going to do some really great things. He removed it. So we'll fix that. Let's just move that music out the way. Now you can focus on the food business, because I can still make tweaks to the website on the mobile app, and also I can just log in on my phone and make the changes and things of that nature. And so now, guess what? God is like, now you can focus on this. 2, in this business meeting I go to every Thursday, I'm going to be transparent and let them know, hey, I got no money coming in from over here. And y'all said, how can we help you with this food business? Now it's time to see who's going to keep their word. This is where I feel like God is going to do his best magic, because God is like, if I wait on you to wait for the right time and things of that nature, you might not do it when I need you to do it. So I'm going to create circumstances, snap, 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 snap. And that way we can start getting some forward movement in your life the way I truly see it. And I know we all see these videos and things of that nature when they say, when life is falling apart, that means that you're getting ready to level up. Well, level me up, God. I want to be completely transparent on exactly what happens, because I kid you not, I know in my heart that there's plenty of people out here that are going through things and they don't know what the heck's going on, not realizing that they're getting ready to experience some really great things. But if your mindset is not right and you don't see the situation actually for what it is, you might miss out on a moment to really grow and experience a better life. But it's not going to happen if God doesn't shake things up. So for me, all this did was light a fire in me and say, you know what? We got to take care of business. We got to be more intentional now than ever. Strategic with decisions. We got to get this food business plan, the website, whatever I need to do. I need to get it in order immediately. Because let's say that what I do, and I tell these people that said that they're going to help me, and what if God just sends an influx of business? Boom. Then what? I'll look back at this moment and be glad that everything happened. But you're not going to really soak this in as the experience that it needs to be if your mind is not in the right place. And the only way that your mind won't be in the right place is if there is a lack of trust in the God that you serve. If you trust God, if you truly believe, if you are chosen, if you feel like God's put something big in your heart, then you got to see this through. Pick yourself up, get moving, handle these priorities, handle your life, take care of business, do whatever you need to do. Because I know we all tired of living a certain way. And we're just ready. We're ready to push forward to whatever life has coming for us next. And I truly believe that something good is coming. Something good's coming. I just don't believe in my heart that God would just allow us to fail after all this, after all these videos, after the world knows that I represent God. Would he just have one of his children fail? And he or she's done nothing wrong? Do you really think that's the God that we serve? It is not. And that's why Job knew what to do when life started falling apart. He got on his knees and he praised and he thanked God. When he could have been sour, he could have been sad and blaming God. It says it right here. And in all this, Job did not sin nor charge God with the wrong. And that's in verse 22. Job didn't blame God for none of it. He didn't say, God, it's your fault. My life's falling apart. because he didn't do anything wrong. So he had every right to be like, you know what? This got to be God. It's his fault. No, he said God gave it. God could take it. So that means he knows that God could give it to him again. And after Job prayed for his friends, God gave him double for his trouble, because Job was humble enough to realize that he was doing a lot of complaining and a lot of bickering and things of that nature, and he didn't realize who he was complaining to. And once God corrected him, Job apologized humbly. He apologized, and God saw that. But then God said, well, how is it that you can be humble and apologize, but your friends over there are ignorant, basically? So he said, pray for them. And Job was obedient to the instructions. And God said, you know what? I can restore all this. Gave him wives back, children, livestock, gave him double the land, gave him double for his trouble. All to elevate him. So his life fell apart. And then the end result was he was elevated, but he had to go through some things. He was being tested by Satan. All I'm trying to say is, if you're going through a shaky situation, count it all joy. And I know you're like, count it all joy? Really, buddy? You're just saying that. No. I'm not saying walk around smiling. What I'm saying is, know in your heart that if you truly believe in God and if you truly trust God, everything's going to work out. Everything's going to be all right. Don't worry about, well, how? That's honestly the exciting part, was, how is all this going to work out for my good and for the purpose that God has for my life? And that's where you're in for the ride, especially if you're doing something that you've never done before. You don't know what's coming. You got to experience it. So keep your head up, have faith, pray, do what you got to do, take care of business, and just trust that God is going to see things through. God's going to turn things around, and it's going to be better than before, better than what you've ever even envisioned. But it's all going to take you believing and trusting in God and having faith. So I hope this video has been a blessing. Pray for me. I would appreciate your prayers. Anybody, I don't care if it's just one. I would appreciate your prayers. Pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. If you feel led to like, share, subscribe, definitely do so. I would love to have you a part of the journey, and just to keep you updated exactly what's going on, because we're all in this together. We're in this ride together. But that's all right, because we know that as long as we serve God, everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. That doesn't mean life isn't going to do things at times, but what that means is you have nothing to worry about. So again, I hope this video has been a blessing, and until next time, I keep y'all updated.